Hello again, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to WMF Reacts. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone that's joining me on my musical journey, for all the comments, the wonderful things you've said, all the suggestions, what I should react to. It's been absolutely fantastic. And of course, all the extra information you give me to help me on my journey to understand a little bit more about the music and the artists. It's all absolutely fantastic. So please keep it coming. I'm really enjoying reading all the comments and suggestions and everything else. And I am trying my best to respond to each and every one of them as much as I can. So bear with me because it's sometimes getting a little bit hard and I have a huge list to get through for reactions. But instead of using one of those, as I've been listening to a lot of different music lately, especially country, I've been getting suggestions. And I had this suggested, which is actually the new track from Langley. I've obviously already reacted to a few of her tracks, but this is a brand new one, so I figure, why don't I listen to her new track and see what it's like compared with the other ones, rather than wait a little bit. So anyway, I have my whiskey at the ready. Today it's some Glenmorangie, something classic and full of flavour and smooth. And, well, I think that kind of suits classic. That's what we want. So on to the music. This track is called Dandelion. Square format. Than usual these days.
Tried leaving where I come from, but always gonna go back. I tried sipping on the champagne, but it's always gonna be Jack. There's things I can't change, like how I was raised, the Bible in my blood and the Bama in my veins. Ain't a pink bouquet in the flower store. I'm okay if I'm a little more dandelion, born to live free, riding on the breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In a bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns, I'm a little more dandelion.
I'll stop it there and talk about the things I found out so far. It's a nice catchy tune. And it's, from what I'm gathering, listening to music, this is kind of what I expect from her. The way her voice is kind of doubled in certain areas and that sort of thing. The wonderful tone she has to her voice as well. And I really liked the style of the music as well. So for me, this is going back again to kind of some of the stuff I expect from country. So the way the guitar is and the kind of notes. Instead of like with rock music, you get a lot of kind of specific notes, and they tend to be, bump, 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 bump a lot of the time. You do get, the whammy bars and they bend notes and that sort of thing, but in a different kind of way. With this, it's kind of, and it's kind of the way it flows and goes up and down. It's a nice kind of flow to it, and I like that. So right at the beginning, it has that. I like the way it comes in. It's that. I like those bits. It's quite good. I like dandelions. There's a lot of family history of that with my son, but I won't go into that right now. But they have a place in my heart, so.
Tried leaving where I come from, but always gonna go back.
Know the feeling.
Tried sipping on the champagne, but it's always gonna be Jack.
And of course, it's going to be Jack for her, isn't it?
I can't change, like how I was raised, the Bible in my blood and the Bama in my veins. Ain't a pink bouquet in the flower store. I'm okay if I'm a little more dandelion.
She does have a nice tone, didn't she?
Born to live free, riding on the breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In a bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns, I'm a little more dandelion.
I like the way the end of the chorus you expect it to be short, but she kind of draws it out like she's going to go for the chorus again when she's singing Dandelion. And I do like, so with the previous ones I've reacted to, especially when it's just her by herself, not so much in the duets, because that duet was a different kind of style. But the other song, the first song I reacted to of hers was very much like that. Choosing Texas. I forgot what it's called for a minute. But it's very much like that. In the chorus, a voice is doubled or there's backing vocals, but there's layer into it, which is quite nice. And she does have fantastic tone. I like the guitar work in it as well. It's quite nice. Yeah, and obviously, you know, she's really attractive, has a great voice. It's a nice combination. I do like the song as well, rather than just being about whiskey and loss. It's just about her being a bit different to everybody else, which is kind of cool, you know. And I'm not going to apologize for who I am. This is what I am, and I'm a bit different. And it's kind of nice.
No stranger to a dirt road or a country muddy river bank. If you picking me, you ought to know I wasn't made for a fancy crystal vase, a mason jar, and old blue jeans. From my roots to my boots, I'll always be.
That's quite good lyrics as well. I do like it. It is definitely painting a picture. It's like kind of all of the things you think of, like, you know, an attractive girl and flowers and all the dainty things in a crystal vase rather than a vase, because I'm British, but you know, and it's interesting, all of that. It's like, no, I don't like that. I like blue jeans. I like the basic stuff, a bit of mud, and, you know, being a cowgirl and all that. So it's kind of showing her personality through, although what stuff she's wearing is more of the girly girl rather than the cowgirl kind of thing. So it's kind of a mixture of that, and all the flowers around her as well. So it's kind of opposite to what she's singing about, which is kind of interesting. Interesting tattoos. I like that guitar work in the end of that as well. There's the double in the voice. I'm stopping there before we get to the end. I'll go back a bit. I do like the parts of this as well, where the music kind of falls away and it's just mainly a voice, just a little guitar, and then it all comes back in and then drops away and just sort of focusing on a voice. She did that as well in Choosing Texas, so I don't know if that's kind of her style. It's something that I'm kind of getting used to, that sort of thing that she's doing, which is quite good, because that's one of the things I wanted to discover, is the differences in the different artists. And I could probably figure out her just listening to a track that I didn't know, blindly listening to it on the radio or something, or, you know, YouTube music in the car, and I could probably pick out a voice and a style at this point. It's only the third song of hers. Third song of hers I've listened to, but I'm getting used to, like, the tone of her voice, how she sings, the little inflection she has, the little bit of how she kind of finishes sentences and all that kind of thing. So I'm getting used to that, so it's quite good. And the style that she has, that the music drops away and just concentrates on her voice, and then you get more music and then a little bit away again. It's quite good. This way it's much softer music than just the guitar. And then it builds back up again. Oh, fail there with blowing the dandelion. Guess it's glued in place, or it wasn't quite ripe yet. I'm sure there's nothing else. Couple of seconds left. And that's it. I enjoyed that. I said it's quite nice being kind of more familiar with the music and kind of what I expect the next part to be. So as she sings the verse, then goes in the chorus, it kind of flows the way I expect. But then it was a little surprising when she kind of extended and Dandelion kind of like it was going into the chorus again, but then it kind of stopped, ready for the next verse. And then the way near the end of the song, the music dropped away and it was just really her singing with a little bit of time in the background. Then it built back up, dropped away again, and then built back up for like the finale. So it was interesting. I'm enjoying that. I quite like her, I must admit. That was quite catchy. It was a bit different. I like the lyrics as well. So it's good. I enjoyed that, so I'm going to have to look out for some more. But I will do some reactions to some other artists that people have suggested, so we'll do that as well. And we'll see what we have next time. So thanks a lot for joining me, and thank you very much for joining me on this journey. I am thoroughly enjoying it, so please give me all the help you can. I do read all the comments, and I try and reply to everything I can, even if it's just with a thumbs up and a heart. I will reply whenever possible. So please join me again soon. Until then, bye-bye for now.